So much energy here in the house tonight. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Sugar Ray Leonard, 145 pounds, 175 centimeters tall, with a reach of 179. Tipping the scales at the limit, 160 pounds, with a reach of 179. And he'll be facing Terrence Bud Crawford, weighing in at 140 pounds. He's 5'7" tall with a reach of 74 inches.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
Sugar Ray Leonard, an undisputed welterweight champion, and he won world titles in 5 weight classes. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
It'll be ding-ding from first bell. They're off.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of...
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Did you feel that energy? Did you hear that beat in the music? If anything's going to get you ready for a fight, it's...
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Quick punch scores. Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Nice counter punch right up the middle. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on earth.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Outside fighters create so much unpredictable movement, move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice job blocking the hook. Fighter willing to slow down. This is a high-octane battle. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
It's all offense all the time. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout with that.
Terrible round that was.
Here we go. It's round 2. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. That left hook is blocked. Can't score with that hook again. That jab was blocked. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Good defense on that right hook. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to...
Get that jab back.
On to the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The straight right just misses. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when it catches.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. The straight right just misses. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
action. How about the offensive firepower on display? This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Nice idea with the hook, but that's blocked. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ear. On to the fourth we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Do you believe what we're seeing? The straight right just misses. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show him your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
He knows how to avoid trouble. That counter shot lands. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. He threw a punch and just got countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how...
Listen, be smart when you go out there.
On to the fifth we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. And that hook misses. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. They stop the hook there. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
On to the 6th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good defense stopping that jab. Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
The straight right just misses. That counter punch caught him clean. He misses with that jab. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. That bell could not. And there's the bell for round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Just missed with that jab. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
And that left hook doesn't find its target. Look at those crosses landing. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Trying to land that jab. They're both trying for a knockout. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
His jab just got blocked. Defense is not an option for these two. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. What would you tell this guy? And there's the bell for round 8. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. When are we going to see a jab from these two? How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They better start respecting each other's punching power. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. The courage on display here is incredible. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know whether.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Sugar Ray Leonard dazed. And now they're right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have.
Terrible round that was.
And there's the bell for round 9. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You'd like to see more jabs. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Their jab just got blocked. Tried to land the left hook, but it was blocked. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That counter shot lands. Nice job by him to block that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Sugar Ray in that last round.
Completely.
It's round 10. That counter punch caught him clean. Nice defense with that jab. Good defense with that left jab. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Holding nothing back here in the round. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Hold that thought! And Sugar is in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Nice counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym. And there's the bell for round 11. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
And that left hook doesn't find its target. You'd like to see more jabs. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
If this was my fighter, if my fighter was that aggressive fighter, I'd make sure he could do that for 15 rounds. For 15 rounds, so he knows he can do that in his sleep. And then, unless you're super fit, superhuman, or Superman, you are never going to get out of the way of him.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Is he going to punch himself out, though? Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Carrying away the right hook. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no...
There's the bell for round 12. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. He threw the hook, didn't land. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
One punch could change everything in this battle. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
A lot of effort being exerted here. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Down goes Sugar Ray Leonard. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
I've got to waste time. Get a step behind the referee. When he comes...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Crawford's legs are all over the place. How did they survive that?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit.
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. What a dominant performance.